If you have not made a shortcut to the next application, you will locate Manager Pro here. Double click on that icon, or if you've made a shortcut, click on the icon on your desktop. The first button we're going to use is to add company information. Click on the company icon. Company management. Now move to the new button, add a new company. The company name is the description of the company, and I would also like you to add brackets and put location. So in this example, ABC Engineering in Santon. There will be two departments for this company. Either staff will belong to maintenance or management. Click New, add a department. The first department will be maintenance. These are people that would need to receive all alarms from a pump house. The next group will be management. Management just want to know about fire conditions or where critical events have occurred within a maintenance group and they have been ignored for a certain period of time. The next button along are the contact people that work at this company. So press the People button, press the New button, and let's add our first contact. All we require is the first name, the surname, and the cell phone number. So in this example, we're putting in Fred Blocks. Always start the cell number with +27, drop the 0. Now the next two buttons are fed from the first button you filled in. The name of the company, ABC Engineering Santon, and this person belongs in the maintenance group. Now we go to the New button and add in our next contact. Again, first name, surname, cell number. Tim Allen, +27, and the cell number. Which company do they work for? ABC Engineering in Santon, and again this is another person in the maintenance group. People that get all of the alarms from the pump house. Let's add one more person in. Jim Patterson, +27 and their number. They work for the same company, but this individual is a manager. They're only interested in fires or events that have been ignored for a long period of time by the maintenance department. There's our first three contact people for the company ABC Engineering based in Santon. The base station is a remote computer situated at Secure Logic's office. If you add this in as a contact on your board, then a historical report can be kept of all alarms that have been triggered. It's great for generating reports and investigating historical events or trends. We now need to program the RS1000 with all the information you gathered earlier. Click on the World button. On a new installation, all you will have is templates. Template 1 is for all boards with serial numbers greater than 328. It's one size fits all. If it's an old installation with a serial number less than 328, you will have to be very specific over what template you use. Click the New button. Add new site. Now we know we're going to use template 1 on this site, so I like to add the words live01, meaning it's a live site using template 1, and then the name of the company, ABC Engineering. Now, most important, you must hit or duplicate an existing site, meaning we want to use one of the templates. If you don't do that, you'll end up programming the board with no alarms. So it's duplicate an existing site, and the site will be template 1. Then press Finish and a new site will be created. Press Close. There we go. There's our 4 templates and our first client being live using template 1, ABC Engineering. Click on the World button and highlight the site we're going to edit, in this case Live 01. Double click and open it. Right, from your drop down box you can be more specific to where ABC Engineering is. This is ABC Engineering in Santon. We add the cell phone number of the actual SIM that is going in on the RS1000. Remember, no PIN code on the SIM. It must go straight onto the network. And most critical, a site name. If you don't add a site name, it would just say fire alarm on. In this case, it will now say fire alarm on ABC Santon. Now we need to add contact personnel or SMS recipients, people that are going to receive alarms. Again, World button, highlight in blue, the site you're going to edit, then go to this small clock on the right hand side. Go down to SMS recipients and it will bring up a list of empty locations. Click on the physical number 1, the actual number itself. The first contact I like to put in at position 1 is always the base station. So select base stations, you only have 1 to choose. Click the next button. Now we go to contacts, select the company name and select the first person. Go next. Contacts, company name and select the second person. Go to the next button. Contacts, company name and select the third person. You can now press OK. Get used to selecting company name. It's easy when there's only one company, but with multiple companies it'll be very easy to mix up the staff. The reason all the staff are red, it's warning you you have not yet programmed the actual board. We've added personnel, but we have not yet put them in the group that they belong to. Again, hit the World button. Make sure you've highlighted the correct site. Go to the small clock and this time choose Groups. Here's all the groups that belong in a fire panel. Base station group, click on the 0. The only one we want to tick there is the base station. They must be a member of this group. Who wants to be in the maintenance group? Well, we just happen to know it's 2 people. And instead of using the tick box, I prefer to use the space bar, less likely to make mistakes. So you highlight the first site, go down with your arrow key and hit space bar to untick or tick. So it's space bar for on and off. So it's 2 people in the maintenance group. Now we know it's 1 person in the management group, so again highlight the first line. Reading the departments there, we go down, 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 down and spacebar to turn the management group on, or add Jim Patterson to management. So that's people in the maintenance group, people in the management group, who belongs in the fire group. Basically everybody except the base station. So again, we go down and spacebar, spacebar, spacebar. And lastly, statistics group. This is the 5 o'clock message saying how many times the jockey pump started for the week. We kind of cheat here. The base station, I like an off-site record of all the jockey runs, so we tick the base station in and the maintenance people. So maintenance personnel and the base station will have a log of how many times the jockey pump started that week. And that's all the people added to the correct alarm groups. So in summary, we've added in the personnel and we've put the personnel into the relevant alarm groups. So again, click that famous World button, highlight the correct site and hit the download configuration button, the blue arrow facing down. This will bring up the following options and we wish to do full download. Secure Logic only supports the Moxa UPort 1110 USB to serial adapter. So that you program with the correct template, you will find the board serial number located on this relay. Make sure the jumper is across both of these pins. Power the board off using the connector. Plug in your RS232 cable. Power the board back on. If you still cannot connect, do the following. Press the options button. Verify you're trying to connect with the correct COM port for your laptop. The other option, depending on whether it's an old board or a new board, is the newer boards are build 22 and the old boards are build 21. So try one board rate or the other to see if you can then connect to the board. Then press OK. When you have finished programming the board, you need to make the device live. Power the board off, move the jumper onto a single leg only, and power the board back on.